Hey, everybody. Happy Saturday evening. I hope you're doing well. This is Kim Danke, the Shibboleth new member, fast track instructor, and I'm so glad that you're here with me tonight. If you're finding me on Facebook, please say hello. Let us know that you're there. Let me know if you're a member or not a member that has found this webinar tonight. If you are in the Zoom room, please do me a favor and find your chat button. You can find your chat button either, hey John, glad you're here. You can find your chat button whether you are on your phone or whether you're on a computer. So when you find the chat button, click where it says all panelists and then choose the option for all panelists and attendees. That way, when you type or chat, everybody sees what you are saying, and it just makes it easier for me to answer questions. It doesn't look like I am randomly answering questions out of the air. If I just answer something, you can look and see what the question was. I try to repeat them, but sometimes it's just a quick yes so I can keep moving. Hey, Mary, glad you're here. Hey, Julia, Ridgefield, Washington. Awesome. Hey, Nicole. It was so fun to see you today, Nicole. I'm glad you were there. Sheila, hey, Sheila's back. Hey, Jennifer, saw Jennifer today too. Jennifer was at the Shibby Shop along with Nicole. We had a great day today. Sasha was there. Sasha, our CEO, was at the Shibby Shop. Hey, Michelle. Michelle's here with us. We had a great day. I hope you did too. Hey, Linda. Good to hear from you, Linda. It's awesome. I'm glad you're on here. I hope everybody's had a good day. How many of you have had a perfect day? Yeah, it was fun, Jennifer. Your little girls are adorable, by the way. Okay, Nicole has had a perfect day, and Nicole went to the grocery store today, finding all the things. Julia had a perfect day. I've had a perfect day. Now, I'm in a battle. We have this feature on the website called a battle buddy, and I'm in a battle right now with Patty Bass. And so Patty and I are battling, and it worked out great because guess what? I didn't have any holidays left to use anyway, so I might as well battle somebody. And so I've had a perfect day. There's Patty. There she is. And John said he's had 140 ounces of water today. Michelle has had an IMF day, and that's what I'm doing, Michelle. So I can't wait to see what I weigh in the morning and what Patty weighs in the morning, and then the computer will determine my who wins the battle. Now, my Fitbit, I have a brand new Fitbit, and it's synced to the website, but somehow it's not syncing my info to the website. And I found that out because my email with my Battle Buddy stats in it this morning said I didn't have any miles. And I thought, yeah, I do. So I'm gonna have to work on figuring that out. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Allison. Thank you for tagging people, Cheryl. Cheryl's embracing the growl tonight. Yeah, that's not a bad thing. She's just embracing it. That's good. That's good. And Allison, there's there, yeah. I love it. Y'all are friends. Hey, Allison, I miss you. I love it. So cute. And Cheryl says, go Patty. I think I made a prediction early that Patty was going to win anyway. But it's fun to battle and it's fun to have something to stick to. And hey, Sandy, I'm glad you're here. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and get started. For those of you that have found me on Facebook and you don't know what you've gotten yourself into, this is the Shibboleth lifestyle. And what it is, it's a lifestyle where we teach you how to eat in a way that controls insulin. And that insulin control is the secret to weight loss. Okay. And we teach you that. And we give you all the tools that you need in order to live the lifestyle. You can get a membership right now at www.shibboleth. That's the name of the company, shibbolethdeals.com. And it's only $69. And it's a lifetime membership. You never have to buy anything from us ever again. But that gives you access to the education and all the tools. And I think that everybody that's listening here on Facebook can give me some hearts and some likes to let you know this is a real and true thing. We got people on here that have lost 60 pounds, 35 pounds, 90 pounds, and more. Y'all can tell that on there on the Facebook. So I bet all of y'all in the Zoom room are probably members. So thank you for being there. I see those hearts flying up. Awesome. That's wonderful. Yes. Patty says, do this. And Allison says, yes, it's the real deal. It really, really is. And Jennifer's down a 40. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's right. Join and do it. That's what Patty says. Join and do it. Not just join, you join and do it. So, okay, well, it's lap 7. So I'm excited for y'all to be here tonight because in lap 7, we're going to learn how to create our own meal plan and everything. And Allison, 93, I was wondering where you were. I was like, I knew you'd done 90, 93 now for Allison. That's awesome. That is awesome. This is so wonderful. And Sheila is saying, won't be sorry. And Mary says, I'm loving it. The website itself is worth it. It's true. It's true. And Patty Bass, 90 pounds gone too. And it is a very fun way to do this. This is so much fun. It is so much fun. And why make weight loss drudgery? Okay, when you can make it fun. And we do it together. All right, so we're going to head over to lap 7 and we're going to get this thing done. Yes, Patty says that the recipe library is worth $69. It is true. It is true. So this is lap 7. And just as a reminder, this little video here is just a little tutorial on how to do that. And Alicia is with us. She's down 58 pounds and she gets to eat pizza and bread. That's amazing. We teach you how to find the breads that are going to break down in your body more like a green bean. That's exciting. And yep, Jennifer also says the recipe library is worth it. So worth it. It is. So this video here is just a little tutorial of what's going on right here, but we're going to go over it more in depth here on this live video. The first thing that we want to talk about is creating a mentor appointment. So let's read this. We highly encourage you to schedule an appointment with one of our 5-star reviewed mentors. This is a great time to get to know them and ask any questions that you still have after participating in the Fast Track Week. Don't delay, schedule today. When you are on the scheduling website, have a look at all of the types of mentor appointments you can schedule at any time. So now we're going to click there. Takes us to a third-party website called GenBook, and we've got this called mentor.genbook.com, and I just love looking at this. 438 5-star reviews. Let me just say, in the world of reviews, this is huge, huge. And Michelle Harper has lost 70 pounds. Y'all, we got some big numbers here tonight. Ooh, okay. I don't have my phone. It's up there charging in my room. But guess what? Today at the shop, Nicole did the math for us. We in the room, we had 775 pounds lost just in the room with us today. That's right, Nicole. There she is. There she's saying it. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yes. And Patty's saying, even if you're not ready to commit right now, join while the lifetime membership is $69. Then you'll never pay more and you'll have it when you're ready. Yes, it was amazing. 775 pounds lost in that room. It was so cool. But in the world of reviews, 438 5-star reviews is massive. Okay, so this just means that our mentors are working and it means that our members are utilizing the perks of membership. Okay, so I did rearrange these this week. So for those of you who have seen these before, we kind of moved them around. So getting started, there's still a getting started appointment. The getting started appointment is just if you're a little bit confused about what to do, you can go right there. But if you've worked your way through Fast Track, you may not need a getting started appointment, okay? Because Fast Track really helps you get started. But let's say that you just have general Q&A. Yay, John is down 20 pounds as well, moving and losing. I love it, John. The general Q&A. So whether you're just beginning, mid-journey, schedule a call with us anytime you need a little push or direction. Don't let your question go unanswered. So right here, general Q&A, okay? Meal plan help. Now, I want you to, let me just say this about it. I want you to try to make your own meal plan before you do this one, okay? But then if you're having trouble, then you can schedule this one because really you want to learn how to do it on your own. And I'm going to show you all the different places to find foods and meals tonight. We're going to recap that a little bit. But if you need a meal plan help, do this. But what I actually like people to do, create your own meal plan, then let them look at it. That's another good way to do it, because then you don't have to concern yourself with them giving you foods you don't like to eat and stuff like that. So you create your own meal plan and then say, does this work? You could do that. Journal review. Now, the journal review is great. Anytime somebody says to me, I'm not losing weight, I'll say, you need to schedule a journal review. You know, the most of the time they say, I haven't been journaling. And so the next thing I say is, okay, journal for a week or two, and then let us look at it. We often don't hear back from them because once they start journaling, they actually get moving again. Okay. So the journal review is great. So if you have any questions, and my cousin, she's lost 50 pounds, and she did a journal review like every week. I think she might have done it every day for a little bit. I mean, it was like, was this okay? Was this okay? But it wasn't like the actual appointment with a person. You can ask for them to look at your journal in the journal itself, and they would look at it for her. And then a May Day, that's what okay, if you have, so we've got up to 6 holidays in a calendar month that you can use. If you go in to journal, that seventh holiday is going to call it a blow it day. Do you know why that says that? And you know why you're supposed to journal early in the day, like right when you wake up? Because that blow it can change your mind. Maybe you don't want to blow it. Maybe there's no real reason to have a holiday. Maybe you want to be tough on yourself and you see that word blow it and you change your mind. But let's say that you do have 7 holidays. That would be one over your 6 allowed holidays. So if you have a blow it day, you call for a May Day. Call and schedule a May Day. And don't feel embarrassed or weird or odd. So many people say, I don't want to do that. I don't want to call for a May Day. Just do it. Just call and schedule it. Okay. It's better to call quickly and schedule that than to let 3 or 4 or 5 months go by and then need gain the weight back and then need to start over again. Okay. So utilize all of your perks of membership. But one of the ones that we took out was we took out the one that was uh, website walkthrough, because I pretty much walk everybody through the website. So we took that one out because you really don't need that one. And that's when we added the general Q&A. So this is the new one. And then we moved May Day to the bottom because that's kind of like all those others you would use before you got to May Day, hopefully. But anyway, if you need general Q&A, you need things, go ahead. But one reason I suggest that you schedule a mentor appointment is to get to know the ladies that are the mentors. That's the real point, because there's a way to get help in Shibboleth. When you need help in Shibboleth, you're going to be talking to basically 3 people. It's going to be Joni Shibboleth, it's going to be Missy Shibboleth, and Kim Shibboleth. Shibboleth is not their last name. That's the last name of the company. They just use that as another Facebook page, group or page for themselves to be able to do their job with Shibboleth. Joni works Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So if you're scheduling during the day, you're typically going to get Joni. Okay. And look right here in the bottom right-hand corner where it says need help. If you need help, you can click that and chat. Now, right now, do you see there's a little envelope there? That little envelope means that they aren't there right now, but you would send them an email and they'll reply when they get back on Monday. So you can do that. And on the weekends, I say go to the silver level group and ask. There's that us over 8,000 members in that group. Somebody's going to know the answer to your question. So you can go in there. But if it's during the day and you see that little envelope, that just means they're probably on a mentor call. And then if you send them a message, they'll get right back to you. If you see the little text bubble, that means they're ready and available to chat with you right then. So Joni is typically during the day. Occasionally, you'll also get Kim Shibboleth during the day. What's great about getting Kim Shibboleth too is she's our food guru. Now she's the one that monitors the Shibboleth Fixed It group. Hey, Kathy, glad you're here. And oh, Jennifer, I missed what you said. Jennifer says that she tries to journal the night before so that she stays committed to her perfect day. Oh my goodness, Jennifer, that is a commitment. I love that idea. That's fabulous. Great idea. Thank you. So Kim monitors that group. So have you ever seen anybody post something and it says this is approved, and then maybe you read in the comments, hey, you need to post that in the Shibboleth Fixed It group? That's because that's the channel to get help for that. You post that in the Shibboleth Fixed It group, and Kim Shibboleth will let you know if it's approved or not, that kind of thing. But always exhaust. Yes, yes. John says, remind those who are new about asking about unapproved items. So anytime you don't know if an item is approved, the first thing you want to do is exhaust every possible option of looking in the food library. Type it several ways, look at different things. Maybe it was tagged differently. So do several different things. Exhaust all your options with the computer before you go to a human, because human resources, they're working hard, okay, but the computer can answer a lot of our questions. So exhaust that first, and then if you cannot find it, take a picture of the front of the item and the back of the item, and you post it in the Shibboleth Fixed It group and just ask, could this be approved? Now, several things can happen. One, it might be approved and it just somehow wasn't tagged in a way that you found it in the food library, and she'll just tag it for you, or other people might too. Two, it might be able to be approved, and then she'll add it to the food library. That way everybody can benefit from it. And three, if it's not able to be approved, she'll kind of tell you why. And so it's a really great way to learn a lesson. Now, the other thing is, that's a food that you could use still on a holiday, because see, there's no food that's been taken away from you in Shibboleth. You just are choosing which days to have these foods on. And if it's not approved, you can have it up to 6 times a month in weight loss mode. So that's what that's for. So Kim Shibboleth will do, she monitors that. She takes care of the recipe library, the food library, and she does some mentor appointments and things like that. Missy works from 5 to 9, 5 to 9. And so if you're having a mentor appointment at night or chatting at night, you're getting Missy. So one of the reasons I like for you to schedule the mentor appointments is to get to know them. So those are your first line of curiosity. I need to know this. That's your first line. Well, after the website, your website is the first line, and then it's those ladies right there. But as for, going directly up to Travis or Sasha or that kind of thing, we try to let them be founder and CEO and not just go to them directly for things. We try to work all the ways that we can that are in place to allow our members to find the answers. And one of those is that silver level group. Lots and lots of people know those things. So once you've scheduled a mentor appointment, just go ahead and click right there, and you will have that done. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to sign up for text notifications from Jason and Travis. So let's read this. Text the following keywords separately. You have to text the keywords separately to the text number 888-831-1207 to stay up to date on all things Shibboleth. Get notified when instructors go live, except for me. I'm just live every night at 7:30. I don't need to send that out. And or have announcements. So you text Travis to 888-831-1207. And then once you send that, you'll get a message that comes back. And then you type in my Jason. Typically, your text field wants to autocorrect that and put a space between my and Jason, but there's no space. So make sure that you fix it where there's no space before you send it to that text number, okay? So do Travis and my Jason. Now, in the video, in the fast track laps video, it actually gives you a different text number. That text number is no longer in play. It's this one. It's this one. But remaking those videos is not the easiest thing in the world. And you know what I'm learning to do? Never put anything in a video that I think might change. It's amazing how I have to think about those things now. But this is the correct text number. Kathy says those ladies are wonderful to respond right away, and she appreciates them so much. Yes, it is wonderful to get to know them. And that's one reason that you schedule a mentor appointment. You do want to know that there's people that have been where you are and have overcome, and they want nothing more than to see you succeed too. And so you want to know they're there for you and on your side. And then that's your whole Shibboleth family too in the silver level group. So it's great. So once you've texted those two numbers, you just go ahead and check that box right there. All right. Okay, now this is pretty exciting. We're going to create a personalized meal plan using the meal plan generator. Let's read this. This amazing tool will help you see many options for a personalized meal plan. Click a start date, choose the type of meal ideas you would like to see, then click generate. 3 breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack, and freebie ideas will be generated. For each item you are not interested in eating, you uncheck the box. Once you have read through each item, scroll back to the top and click Generate Now. For the unchecked ideas, a new idea will be generated. Continue the process until you have a meal plan that you like. So this is really fun. But before I go into this, I want to show you all the other different places on Fast Track for you to find meal ideas. Let's see, Robin. Hey, Robin, we're glad you're here, and the support is absolutely amazing. So you'll love it. You'll love it. Now, if you're new, Robin, try to work on lap 1 right here, lap 1 and lap 2. Lap 1 and lap 2. Work on lap 1 and lap 2 if you haven't done that yet. Before tomorrow night at 7:30, if possible. These aren't really hard to do, so just kind of try to work on those. And then tomorrow night at 7:30 is the main beginner webinar. And then we go Sunday through Saturday. You can hang out here with us tonight because everything that you hear helps. Good, Robin. Awesome. Awesome. Wonderful. She's already on lap 2, y'all. That's awesome. Okay, so right here in lap 1, from your welcome packet, there's food ideas in your welcome packet. Now, I want to say, when you're reading, there's 2 different types of reading. There's skimming and there's reading for understanding. I want everybody to slow down in their reading, and I want you to read for understanding. We made a little joke that skimmers don't become slimmers, because if you skim it, you're not reading for understanding, and you need to slow it down, read it for understanding. So there's food ideas in there. The phase 1 combination chart, it's the chart on how you create approved meals. This is also a chart where you can pick approved meals. Travis's fast start meal ideas. Sample grocery list is always good to go get some items from. But once you buy the items, you probably need to come back here and look at the chart, make sure you're putting the items together the right way. And then we have the new member food library, because one of the most important things is just for you to figure out all the foods that you like that go in those different categories. And this will help you with a smaller list of categories rather than the 6,000+ foods in the food library. The meal plan worksheet is great because what you do there is you write down all the foods you're currently eating. And then on the other side of the page, you start to figure out what's the new item I need to eat to replace that, or is it something I need to switch eating that with? So it's important to see what you're writing down. Let's say you're doing this meal plan worksheet and you're trying to figure out maybe a void replacement. And I know this might sound silly, but maybe you say, y'all, I need a void replacement for French fries. Put that on the silver level group. See what people say. Get their ideas. Okay, that's what that group is for. And then we come over here into lap 2. The main thing on this page is right here, the Simple Food Combining website. There's a link to a little website that shows you could pick something from this column and something from this column, cook it up in the right oil, doctor it up with the right condiments, and you'd have an excellent fat burning meal. So there's a link right there. In lap 3, this is where you find the food library. This is amazing for you to be able to look around for things. So let me just show you what this is my favorite tool. This is a Sharpie. So what I did in the beginning is I took the foods from my pantry, I brought them into my computer, and I started looking them all up. Is this stuff in there? And if it was, I used my Sharpie. I wrote on each item how to use it. So Nicole, with your grocery shopping that you did today, write with a Sharpie on all the things. The reason you want to have those there is because when you walk up to the pantry or you walk up to the fridge, I did that then with all the things from the fridge. Awesome, Nicole. I thought, you don't want to have to look them up every time, but if they're already right there written on the item, then it starts to go into your mind and you'll learn it. So that's a great place to find foods. But then writing down your favorites and creating meals, this is a great way to create your own meal. See, everybody's got to learn to do this for themselves. Now, I just want to say that once you've learned to do this for yourself, you won't forget it. Now, you may at some point in time choose not to do it, but that's not that you're going to forget it. You know it works. Robin, that's great. Robin said that she was checking out the website last night, and I eat most everything on the list approved. My problem is with the wrong combinations. Yeah, and I can't see what else you wrote because the button. But that's awesome. That's awesome, and you're going to learn what to do. In lap 4, you're going to create a grocery list, and you're going to play in the recipe library. This is where you find lots of foods. In lap 5, oh, this is a good one. This is a good one where you're going to start searching for void replacements. Void replacements are those things like I just mentioned, French fries. What's a void replacement for a French fry? What's a void replacement for a Pop-Tart? Yes, that's good that you've learned that already too, Robin. Good. And then looking up freebies, extras, snacks, meal replacements. And then lap 6, you've got your advanced combination chart, okay? And then we've got our restaurant guide. Oh, and wow challenges, okay? So there's the whole fast track is food ideas. But what I'd like to say is not to go through this skimming. Go through with, let me see what I like from that to eat, and write it down. Write it down. Gotcha, Robin. You can fix that. And let's see, Sandy says, at what points do we newbies move to the advanced combination chart? You actually can do it from the beginning. You actually can do it from the beginning. But the reason that we show the first combination chart without 3s and 5s on it is because people will have great success in that first week, be super excited and everything, because it does help to not do those in the beginning. But you actually can start now, Sandy. And there's a video in the video library on advanced combination chart if you look that up. Okay, but right now we're going to use another tool. So we're going to create that meal plan. So you just pick a date. So I'm going to leave today's date. Oh, I didn't show this. Coach mode meals. I want to go right here. When you are not in fast track anymore, most everything that you want to access is going to be right here, up here in this these beautiful colored tabs. Okay, I'm going to click on resources. I'm going to go to the food library. I'm scrolling all the way to the bottom. See right here, it says coach mode meals. Or if you come over here, it says coach mode meals here. On your phone, it's that long list. You don't have that center part right there. These are meal ideas right here. These are coach mode meals. And we don't really talk a lot about calories on Planet Shibboleth, because if we portion control using our 2 hands, we don't really have to overly concern ourselves with that. But these are highly calorie controlled. Travis came up with these ideas and he calls them coach mode meals. So if it's like you wanted a coach to be coaching you, then you could stick with some of these meals. So you just kind of go through right there and pick some of those. So there's yet another place to find food ideas. Okay, so I'm not going to click this box, coach mode meals, because I could go over there and look for them. So if I click on type, you can choose simple ideas. And by the way, a lot of simple ideas are going to be coach mode meals. You could choose for the entire week to be based on recipes, and you could choose mixed. We're going to do mixed. I click generate. And when you are no longer in fast track, do you see right here on the left-hand side underneath the profile picture? This is where you'll access the meal plans from right there. So now let's read through some of these things. So breakfast, 2 to 3 whole eggs. Typically ladies would do 2 and guys could go up to 3. 2 to 3 whole eggs, 1 tablespoon of hemp flakes and salt and pepper. Cook your eggs in 0-calorie cooking spray and top them with hemp flakes. Actually, Travis likes the sweet hemp flakes too. Hemp flakes are available for purchase at our Shibboleth store. And so I'm going to leave that one on there. I'm going to leave that one checked. Ooh, looky there. French toast and Canadian bacon. Well, I know I like that one. So I'm going to leave it on there. Oh, there's Patty right there because she's my battle buddy. And then it says Healthwise oatmeal, 2 packages. You can have 2 packages of Healthwise oatmeal as a Coach Mode meal. Healthwise oatmeal is available for purchase at our Shibboleth store. So this is a high protein oatmeal. High protein oatmeal. See, most oatmeal is a category 3 energy carb, and you would need to eat that with a 1 and a 2, but this one would work because it's a high protein oatmeal specifically created for weight loss. I'm going to leave all of those there. Okay, lunches. We've got 2 ounces of Boar's Head London Broil, third of a cup of egg whites, and 1 ounce fat-free Lifetime cheese. Lifetime cheese is a specific cheese that you won't find out in the grocery store. That I've seen. Travis orders it, Lifetime cheese, and they has it sent to his house. Cooked together. You may have this with a 50-calorie La Tortilla Factory tortilla, Olay Extreme Wellness 50-calorie tortilla, or Joseph's 50-calorie tortilla. In this particular situation, I'm also thinking that you could switch this cheese out for a different cheese. It's not a wow challenge where you can't make switches, but I would say that you could right there on that one. I'm going to leave that one there. Sounds good. So shrimp salad. Now, you might like shrimp, but I don't. I actually might eat one, if I'm at a place, but I'm not going to make shrimp salad. So what I'm going to do, just to show you how this works, is I'm going to go ahead and uncheck that. But this one has lime and cilantro, avocado, Zero Drag 100% MCT oil. Zero Drag is the brand name of our MCT oil. Shrimp, grape tomatoes, and chili powder. And you would just cook that up. And then here's one, turkey kielbasa and sauerkraut. Okay, leave that checked. That's very easy. You buy the right turkey kielbasa. You don't want it to have more than 50% of the calories coming from fat. And buy a sauerkraut that's approved and cook it up. Dinner, asparagus roll-ups. Awesome, John. Yeah, it's really great. I've never bought any other oil since April of 2019. That's what I buy now. So yeah. Asparagus roll-ups. I'm going to uncheck that. And I like asparagus, but I'm probably just not going to take the time to fix those. I like simple things. And to show you how this works, I got to uncheck some things along the way. Grilled salmon with any category 2 vegetable. See, what makes Shibboleth so easy is if you like salmon and fish and chicken and that kind of thing with some side item of a category 2 fibrous carb, you can make all kinds of category 1s taste how you want to with just condiments. So you can change those all up. That's a simple way to cook that. Okay, we got veggie Parmesan pasta using the al dente carbonara pasta. I'm just going to uncheck that just so that we can get another idea. Let's see, snacks, Laughing Cow cheese wedge and 5 wheat Ritz crackers. I'm actually going to uncheck that, and I want to explain why. I love Laughing Cow cheese, but wheat Ritz crackers, actually, they barely make the cut of being on there. They are not that great for weight loss, and I just want to take that off my list. Plus, a lot of times, if you are like me, once you start eating the Ritz crackers, the whole sleeve gets eaten. Is anybody else like that? Okay, so just some of these things you don't even need to open, but I'm going to uncheck that just because they barely made the list. Buffalo chicken dip, now that's good. I'm going to leave that on the list, and let's see what it says, because remember they have this under snack. So let's see, it says you may have 3/4 of a cup with raw category 2 vegetables or a 50-calorie approved tortilla as a category 1, which means lean protein, 2, which means fibrous carb, and condiment, and that would be a -1 weight loss meter meal. Or you may have half a cup with raw category 2 vegetables or toasted 50-calorie approved tortilla as a 0 weight loss meter snack. That sounds good. That's just something you could have in the fridge, and you could make it and have it as a meal or a snack. So we'll leave that checked. Carb Quick strawberry shortcake. I am going to uncheck this as a snack. Not that I wouldn't like it, but it makes 12 servings. 12 servings. It's good. I mean, if you're the only one eating it, it's going to take 12 days. I mean, it could go bad before then. So I just don't leave these kind of things in my snack. I want something that I think is going to last a while. This is the type thing, in my opinion, when you're having family over for dinner and y'all want to have an approved, you want to have a dessert, but you want to be able to eat it, and you make this, and then you have a serving of it and everybody else eats it up and you don't even have to worry about it being there. This is the kind of thing I think's good to look up for a snack, but I'm going to uncheck that. Freebies, the fried rice and lo mein void replacements, miracle rice or noodles heated in a drop of MCT or coconut oil with the seasoning packet from ramen noodles, or you can use Bragg's liquid aminos for a paleo option. Miracle rice and miracle noodles, I'm going to uncheck that. Raw cucumbers or cucumbers sprinkled with Bragg's apple cider vinegar and salt and pepper. I'm going to leave that. I like it. And steamed broccoli, I would do that for a freebie, but I'm just going to uncheck it so we can see what else we get. All right, so now that I've done that, I'm going to go back up here all the way to the top and click Generate New Items. Let's see. Okay, I didn't change anything in the breakfast. In the lunches, it gave a no-cal bar, any flavor. I'm going to uncheck that. I don't want that for lunch. Let me come down. And in dinners, Mexican restaurant, 3 soft chicken tacos with only 1 of your approved tortillas. And I actually don't eat Mexican, so I'm going to uncheck that. I don't eat at Mexican restaurants. I make Mexican at home, but I don't eat at Mexican restaurants. Ooh, pizza bites. That sounds good. I like that, so we'll leave that. And then, let's see, we left that snack. Mini lasagna bites. I'm probably not going to make that for a snack. See, I'd be more likely to make that for a meal than a snack. So I'm going to uncheck that. Ooh, now the Shibboleth ice cream blizzard, I would totally do that for a snack. We sell this stuff called Carbolite or Shibboleth ice cream or yogurt mix. It's several different things in our store, online or in person. And this stuff is great. And so they're suggesting that you throw in some Choco Right sugar-free milk chocolate pecan clusters and blend it up. And that's really good. I've never thrown in the pecan clusters. I just eat it smooth like that, but it's delicious. So I'm going to leave that there. And then freebies. Ooh, now butternut squash fries. I'm actually going to uncheck this, but the reason I'm going to uncheck that is not because I don't like butternut squash fries. I do. And I'd never even eaten butternut squash before Shibboleth, and these things are good, and they are a French fry void replacement, and they're a category 2 fibrous carb. The reason I uncheck that is I probably wouldn't eat it as a freebie. I like things that are just simple for freebies. But this I would use as a category 2. That's how I would use those. Dill pickle, I'll leave that on there because a lot of people like dill pickles for that. And so you see how I just looked at the new items? I'm going to hit Generate New. Let's see. Okay, I didn't change anything in breakfast. And lunch, okay, it gave me the real good snack pizzas. I like those, so I'm going to leave that. And then, let's see. For dinner, 2 97% fat-free Hebrew National hot dogs with category 2 vegetable. Sounds good to me. Snacks. Double bites. Yes, now that's a good snack to me. It's just a little bag of chips. It's absolutely delicious. Leave those. And then freebies. Oh, it gave me that again. I don't want that. Freebies. Gave me that steamed broccoli again. It's not being very creative tonight. Okay, but we're going to let it be. All right, so let's say that we like this. This is a meal plan that we want. We're going to hit confirm. And there's your meal plan. Here's the cool thing. You can print it. If you print this, you can take it, 3-hole punch it, put it in a binder, and you have meal plans for the future. When you journal, you create your future meal plans when you journal as well. So I would highly suggest that you journal because you can always go back and look at those things. So that's a meal plan. Who loved that? Who loves this little feature right here? And when you're looking through this meal plan, Thank you, Sandy. I love it too. And when I looked at these, I didn't necessarily use this as a breakfast, lunch, and dinner exactly how it said. Now you can, and it's great. But what I used it for too, thank you, Sheila, was just to generate ideas. Generate ideas. Maybe you want to see something new. You generate these ideas. But it's really a great thing just to say, I'm going to go to the meal plan generator on a Saturday afternoon. I'm going to prepare and get my foods for the week and utilize this for a meal plan. So once you've created a meal plan, you can come and check this box. Okay, so you've seen, because I recapped it all. I recapped all the different places for you to find foods. They're all in there. And now you've seen the meal plan generator. I would say by now, you should be able to create a meal plan and start having perfect days for sure. So many of you already have, and that's wonderful. There's 5 things that you want to do every day. You want to get your water in, at least 4 of these, but shoot for a gallon. You want to journal what you're eating. It's very important to write down what you're eating. And you may not understand why in the beginning, but just know you need to do it and you'll continue to learn why. You're going to eat in a way that controls insulin. We call that combinations. And sometimes you're not even combining. Sometimes you're just using a snack bar that controls insulin. Okay. That wasn't a combination. That was a meal replacement. It still controlled insulin, but we put all that under the heading of combination. Going to portion control. And then we're going to try to go 4 to 6 hours between breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then if you need it, in a moment of mental weakness, you can use a freebie, an extra, or a snack. Just start doing that every day. Okay, so August 1st is tomorrow. You know what I'm going to do tomorrow? I'm going to look at my calendar and I'm going to ask myself 3 questions. I'm going to say, Sandy, meal replacement is its own category called meal replacement. It's not a number. Numbered categories are typically things that roam the earth or grow from the earth, and sometimes an occasional, packaged and processed item that would just fall in one category. But a meal replacement actually meets all of your nutritional needs in that one meal. So it's just under meal replacement. There are some categories, and I haven't really ever explained this, but there are some categories like meal replacement that don't have numbers. Because if you think about it, oils and healthy fats, that's a category. Condiments, that's a category. We even have a category, milk. It's just, but they fall into, some of these other things fall into other categories too. But okay, I don't know where I was. Where was I? Oh, so those 5 things. So tomorrow is the first day of August, and I am going to look at the calendar and I'm going to ask myself 3 questions. Am I going out of town? Because typically, if I'm going out of town, I want to have holidays. And it's not that I want a hog trough holiday or anything like that. It just means that I have less control and I just want to be a little bit more free during that time. So I plan it for out of town or vacation and things like that. The second thing I ask myself is, are there any birthdays, anniversaries, or actual holidays in the month that I need to plan for? The third thing, I look at my calendar. What else do I already have on the calendar that I need to plan for that might revolve around food that I want to plan for? I mark those. That way I know every single day. Like Jennifer said, she knows the next morning. She journals the night before because she knows the next morning what she's going to have. So that's a way that you can manage that. So that's how I manage it. Those are the questions that I ask myself. And I physically put this on a piece of printed paper so that I can have the visual. I need the visual. I want the visual. I need to know the days I need to be perfect. I know the days I can have holidays. And that's the way I manage that. Okay. So we've gone over a lot of different places to find foods. But let's say, that's funny, John. Let's say that you still feel like you need a challenge or more something that's kind of diet like. Okay, let's say that you feel like you need that. I want you to check out the 21-day challenge. It is a fabulous and wonderful challenge, and you will get lots of great results. You'll practice your self-discipline muscle, and you don't even have to hardly think. This will work with your list. If you have completed all of the steps in each lap of Fast Track, great job. Y'all are here and y'all been so diligent. Thank you. If you have diligently completed each step in each lap of Fast Track, you should have many meal options to choose from to get you started. But if you're still wanting a challenge to get started, this is the best challenge to help you get great results. Watch the video in the link and get started. After 21 perfect days, you get a 21-day self-mastery badge. Okay, so let's click here. This actually takes us to a separate website called travismartin.tv. And this is a website where Travis prepares things before they go onto the main website, because that main website is extremely expensive to maintain. This one's a little less expensive to maintain, so he prepares and plays with things here before he puts them on the big website. So this is not the same website as my Shibboleth. So for a login, you wouldn't be able just to go there and log in with whatever your username and password is from the Shibboleth site. What you got to do is create an account first. Now, if you wanted to use the same username and same password, you could, but you got to create the account first. Then you click login. So here's the 21-day challenge. The first thing you want to do is you want to watch the video. Look at all these videos. You do not need to watch them all. These are just different times over the years that Travis has done an orientation for this, and they're all just housed here, okay? You only need to watch one. So I would just watch one. That way you know how to do the challenge. And then you're going to pick foods from this list here. And it basically keeps you safe. It keeps you safe because if you're eating stuff from this list, it's not going to hurt you. Even if you don't combine it right, it's not going to hurt you. Now, we still like for you to combine it right, and you should still combine it right. But if you accidentally mess up, it's not going to kick you out of having a perfect day because it's all from this list. So what happens is you pick 21 foods from this list that you are only going to eat from those 21 foods for a week. And then you can switch up at the end of the week. You can pick a new 21 foods and you eat off all of those for a week. And then at the end of that week, you can pick 21 foods for the next week. And after 21 days, you're going to get a self-mastery badge and you're going to have lost weight. And you have a much smaller list of foods to choose from. So you can come through here and look. You have to pick the 21 foods and stick with them. You can pick some restaurant items. You have to write them down. And like, I'm going to eat Chick-fil-A 8 to 12 grilled chicken nuggets, and that's the one you'd want to stick with. So you're making commitments to yourself. When you do this, you can pick any wow challenge, and there are some recipes. These are the only recipes that you could use on the challenge. What I like about this is you can see which foods make up these recipes. And if you put them on your list, you can do other things with them too, which is great. So once you've watched the video, you've picked your food, here's the rules. So you just click on here and it will be like the written rules. And then right here where you click here, this is where you can pick your 21 foods. I want to show this little sheet. So this sheet right here, you've got 1 through 21. That's where you pick your foods. I like to suggest that people go ahead and print this, or maybe have a pad of paper if you don't have a printer. And while you're listening to the video, go ahead and write down those goals and notes that you want to make sure that you do, that he's saying for you to do during that week. If you write them down, you'll remember them. Most people don't remember things that they don't write down. I mean, we're all like that. So use that worksheet. So if you feel like you need a challenge, that's going to be a great challenge to get started on. And so once you just kind of know this is where I find that challenge, if I want to do it and everything, you just do that. We do not have to have an official challenge going for you to do the 21-day challenge. A lot of people do the 21-day challenge just on their own. There is a Facebook support group for it. It's called the 21-day self-mastery. And if you click there, if you join the group, you can post your foods, you can post your timing chart, and we're all going to support you. Even if we are not doing the challenge, we're all going to go, yay, great, congratulations, you're doing great. You can post in there at any time. So this is a challenge group where you can just say, I got to have a 21-day challenge and I got to start it tomorrow. And then you just do it, and we're going to help you and support you, even if it's not running officially. But we often do run it officially after New Year's. We run it New Year's sometimes, after Memorial Day, after Labor Day, just to kick certain things in. So we do run that officially, but you can do it anytime you want to. Okay, we're about to talk about your next steps after Fast Track. So after Fast Track, so this week, you should have already earned this badge. You earned this badge way back in lap 1 or lap 2. Now, just because it says complete down there doesn't mean that you've completed Fast Track. Fast Track is only completed once you have every box checked off and you've read it for understanding and you've checked every box off and you've done it. That's when it's complete, because I don't want you to cheat yourself out of the knowledge. Okay. And that's why I say check off every box, read for understanding, because you've got to want it and you've got to want to have it internalized. And I know that reading for understanding does help you internalize. Okay. So after you've done all of these things in Fast Track, your next big step is to earn this badge. You want to earn your 10% shirt. So let me just tell you what the 3 steps are to earning that. So the 3 steps to earning your 10% shirt is to watch all of Travis's original daily doses, and that link, that where my mouse is right there, that's going to click you to that. And once you've passed his test, you get this badge. Okay. There's 26 videos. It does not take 26 hours or anything like that. It's like 2.5. So it doesn't take that long. I watched it over a course of about 3 or 4 nights, just a little bit each night. So you earn that badge. Then you go ahead and you start journaling, because you've got to journal for 30 consecutive days. And then while you're doing all of that, you're going to be losing weight. Once you've lost 10% of your starting body weight, this is going to pop up in there. Okay, so you got to have the phase 1 badge, the journal for 30 days, and then once you've lost 10% of your starting body weight. And let me give you a little heads up. This typically shows up the next morning. Okay, sometimes it doesn't show up right away because the website needs to sync. It's funny, some badges show up right away, some don't. Like Victory badge typically is the next morning, and I think this one's typically the next morning. So I just want to warn you, if it doesn't show up, don't think it's not going to show up. Give it until the next day, okay? And then once you have those 3 steps, that badge is going to pop up. That badge is clickable. So you click the badge and then you verify your address and choose your shirt size. Please order a size smaller than you currently wear. You are still on your journey and you will need a smaller shirt. We got a lot of people running around here in these shirts that are too big for them, but we don't do refunds. We don't do, well, there's no refund on it, but we don't do exchanges. So you gotta prepare and order a size smaller. And if it doesn't work, just call it #goal shirt. Okay, you'll get there. But when and so really what you do here is you just kind of, once you know that and you go there, you click that box and you start watching those videos and do that. Now, guys will get a white shirt. Make sure that if there's a place on there for us to write a note, hey, I'm a guy, I want a white shirt. If you want a pink shirt, that's fine too. It's just that we want to make sure you get the right one, and you might want to just make sure, like, to help us double check things. So, congratulations. You have diligently worked your way through Fast Track, and I'm so proud of you. It's a lot of fun to know that you have worked hard and done something. This is really the education that we never received, but we needed long time ago. So now you're getting it, and you're doing yourself a huge, huge favor of learning this and applying it. And there will be times when you do this that it's hard and you don't want to, but you got to do it anyway. Just say, I got to do it anyway. You got to make a decision. Do you want to be healthy, or do you want to give in for a momentary moment of pleasure? Sandy, is in the journal, is there a spot daily for weight entry? Yes, there is. There is a spot in there for weight entry. Should we weigh daily or once a week? Okay, that is up to you. That's up to you. So it really depends on your personality. I weigh regularly. And then there will be there was a couple of times where I went like 4 weeks and I was like, I didn't even get on the scale. That was weird. So don't know. But normally I weigh daily. Normally. You can put it in there. If the scale is going to taunt you, bother you, get you in a bad mood, I would say weigh once a week, okay? Because the scale lies. It lies on a daily basis. It will lie to you. And if you let the scale determine your mood, it won't be long before you're eating food. Michelle says that she doesn't wave often. Yeah. I mean, think about this. We need to be doing this stuff anyway. We need to be eating like this anyway. This is what I tell people when I don't want to do it. I'm supposed to be eating like this anyway. And then Sandy, let's go back to that. So if you want to weigh daily, totally fine. But if it affects you, then don't weigh once a week. And Michelle says that NSVs, y'all, you're going to see the three letters NSV sometimes. That stands for non-scale victory. So you had a victory that wasn't a scale victory, and those are actually even more important, especially when you go to the doctor and you get those good reports and you've corrected numbers, you've gotten off medications. Those non-scale victories are amazing. Linda, yes, you do it. You can do it. You can do it. Send me your foods, what you're eating. Say, hey, I'm going to do this. I might just give you a thumbs up. Hey, looks good. Or I may say, why are you eating that? But send me some stuff, Linda. I'd love to see what you're doing. Okay. Because I want you to do it. You can do it. All right, we're going to hop off, and I am doing the How I Overcame Food Addiction and Lost Weight webinar next. So please join me in 3 minutes over there on the other channel. I'll be back here on the Shibboleth channel live, and if you would like to register for the webinar, please go into the pink online webinars tab, because members get credit like on a badge. The badge increases, and you can it's just fun to see the numbers on your badge increasing for participating in a live webinar, at least 20 minutes or more in a webinar that you've registered for. You get that increasing number on your badge. Sandy, you're welcome. I'm glad you're highly motivated. You're welcome. You're welcome. That's awesome. Mary, you're welcome. You're welcome. I'm so glad. Also, you can repeat this week too. I would highly suggest that y'all repeat Sunday and Monday, because you can never hear that enough. You cannot hear that enough. Awesome, Nicole. That's wonderful. See, all the stuff I showed you about using the website, that, you're going to be playing around and you're going to be learning all of that. But Sunday and Monday, y'all might want to hear that a couple of times. There's people that come back multiple. Michelle Harper, she's here right now. Sherry Ditto comes back a lot too. So awesome. Good, Mary. That's wonderful. Good. Okay, I'm going to hop off, and I will see y'all on the other channel. I don't know why I'm saying that. Bye, y'all.